Hi, I'm Robert Crawford. Let's talk about the Los Angeles real estate market for the fall of 2015, and let's see what has happened in the third quarter of this year. It's different by market, so let's look at the different niches within Los Angeles County. In Bel Air, Holmby Hills. In quarter 3 of 2014, home prices are actually up about 1.5% over last year. The average square foot per home on single-family homes is $760. For the entire quarter, 43 homes were sold. Right now, there are 187 homes for sale in Bel Air, and it's taken about 54 days to sell each property. In Beverly Center and Miracle Mile, we see that year over year, prices are actually up over 25%, with an average square foot price of $748. 45 properties sold in quarter 3, and it takes about 38 days on the market to sell, which is a shorter time frame than a year ago. Beverly Center is in a hot seller's market. Let's look at Beverly Hills. Even better, Beverly Hills prices have gone up over 34% since Q3 of 2014. And the average sales price has skyrocketed to $1,461. During that quarter, there were 39 homes in the market, and it took about 90 days for a home to sell, which is actually an extended period, but you could see that it's because prices rose. So because of the higher prices, generally in those high price points, it takes a bit longer to find that high range seller. Let's look at Beverlywood. Beverlywood in Los Angeles went up in 2015 almost 20% over last year's prices, with an average square foot hovering just under $700. It takes about a month to sell a house in the Beverlywood market right now. This is a great seller's market. In Brentwood, we're seeing similar. Home prices are sitting on the market for about 61 days, getting $920 a square foot, and the median price has increased about 9% over year. But you can see that the price per square foot, has actually decreased a bit over last year. It's still a good market to sell if you have a property. In Burbank, we can see that prices rose about 7% over last year, with an average square foot price increase to $466. An average home sat on the market for about 48 days. Calabasas actually saw a slight decrease in prices in the median price, but a drastic increase in the per square foot price. You can see that it decreased almost 8% in the median price. This may be reflected of some high-priced homes that sold in 2014 compared to 2015. But when you look at the per square foot price, you can see that rose 16% on average. But homes are sitting on the market for 78 days, which is an extended period of time compared to some other markets in town. In Cheviot Hills, we've seen a big increase, up 32% for the median sales price and up over 8% for the per square foot price. Homes are only sitting in the market for 35 days. Cheviot Hills is definitely in a seller's market right now. Culver City, we're seeing an increase, and this actually was a huge increase in Culver City. We're seeing people that are now outpriced on the West Coast sides, such as Santa Monica and Brentwood, are now considering Culver City as a viable option. And homes have increased substantially in Culver City, where the median price of a home is just over $1 million right now, an increase of over 20% from last year. The average square foot price has increased almost 10% and is now hovering at about $650 a square foot. And it's sitting on the market for 37 days. Anything that's sitting on the market for less than 60 days is considered a seller's market. Now is a great time to sell. In downtown, we've seen a similar increase, where the median price has jumped up to 14.2%. But the median price downtown is substantially lower than other areas of town, where the median price is hovering just around $300,000, compared to Culver City, where it's over $1 million. The average per square foot price is $322, which is a 33% increase. It increased a third in just a year. The properties sold just in quarter 3 were 31, and the average days on market were 40, which is actually less than it was a year ago. So we're seeing an increase in downtown sales and a big jump in price, yet still not getting the same type of pricing as Culver City. In Encino, we see the median sales price has crept up 15% to $1.25 million, with an average square foot price of $484. Homes are sitting on the market for about 48 days, which is 30% less than it was a year ago, so they're selling much faster. And Chino has become a great market to sell right now. Hancock Park has seen a similar increase, a big jump in the median sales price, which is now over $1.5 million, an almost 20% increase over last year. And the average days on market has substantially dropped, almost a third of this time, by 20 days, and is now the average of 41 days in the market. We're now in a seller's market in Hancock Park. In Hollywood, we see a big increase in pricing. Median prices have jumped 20%. Now at about $781,000 on average. The average square foot price has increased substantially, but only 8%. Compared to other markets, it's not as high of an increase, but is now over $500 at about $525 a square foot. And the average days on market are 45 days, which is substantially almost half the amount of time as it was a year ago, where it was 71 days in the market. So prices in Hollywood have gone up and they're selling much quicker. Hollywood Hills, we've seen actually a decrease in the hills of almost 15%, where the median sales price now is at just over $1.5 million. And homes are sitting on the market for 56 days. So they're sitting on the market for less time compared to a year ago where it was 80 days, but the prices have dropped just a bit. In Los Feliz, we've seen a big increase. Median prices have now risen to almost $1.4 million, over 20% increase over last year, while the average square foot price has increased almost 10%, now hovering at over $660. The average days on market, however, have extended out to 62 days for an average listing. Last year it was 56 days. So they're sitting a bit longer, but it still looks like there's plenty of activity happening in Los Feliz. In Malibu, we've seen an increase in price as well, but a pretty sharp drop in the square foot price. The average price for a home in Malibu is about $2.5 million, while the per square foot price is about $848 right now. But Malibu does not sell as fast as other parts of the city, where homes sit on the market for an average of 110 days. But that is a decrease in time compared to last year, it was 146 days. Marina del Rey has seen a decrease in pricing, but a drastic increase in the per square foot price. It's now hovering about $1,425,000 for a single family home. But the square foot price has jumped from $614 to about $800 a square foot. And the average days on market are hovering right around 40 days, which is a decrease from last year, which was 55 days. So although the median price has dropped, The average square foot price has risen drastically and they're selling faster. In Pacific Palisades, we've seen a big jump in pricing and they're selling much quicker, where the average home is coming in at over $2.9 million. And the average square foot price has increased about 5% all the way up to $995, just about $1,000 per square foot. And we've seen the market pick up in speed, where last year an average listing sat on the market for 60 days, and now they're selling in about 51 days. In Palms Mar Vista, we've seen a big jump in prices, 28.9% over last year, hovering at over $1.2 million. And the average square foot price has increased from $659 to over $700. And the days on the market have drastically been reduced. Last year, houses were selling within 45 days. This year, they're selling within 33 days. It's a hot market, and Palms Mar Vista is ideal, sitting just east of Venice and Santa Monica. Let's look at Santa Monica, where we've seen a slight increase, not much, about 4% in the median sales price, but a big jump, over 20% change in the average square foot price. Last year, homes in Santa Monica were getting $935 a square foot. Right now, they're selling for over $1,100 a square foot. And they're sitting on the market compared to last year, 51 days on the market. Now they're selling within 37 days. So homes in Santa Monica are in demand. Sherman Oaks, we've seen a similar trend as well. An increase in prices, almost 5%. We're sitting at a median home price of $925,000. While the average per square foot price has almost stayed the same, which is a slight increase from $461 last year up to $477 a square foot now. But the average days on market has decreased a bit as well. Last year it sat on the market for 57 days, now it's selling within 49 days. And in Silver Lake, Echo Park area, we've seen a slight increase, but homes are selling for about $780,000 right now, where the average price per square foot is $585. Just a 4% increase over last year. But the time on market has really dropped, going from 45 days on market in 2014, now they're selling within 30 days. Studio City, we've seen a big increase in prices. The average home price in Studio City is $1,385,000. The average square foot has increased a bit and is now at $584. And the days on market have dropped from 71 days now to 50 days. Still taking a bit longer to sell a property in Studio City, but they're going. And Topanga, we've seen actually a big drop in the median prices and a drop in the per square foot price. The median price is hovering just around $900,000, and the average square foot price is just over $506 to be exact. But the days on market have extended as well, out to 101 days in the market. Topanga is a buyer's market, and you may want to consider investing in it. Venice has seen a big increase and a decrease of days on the market. The homes are now selling for over $1.7 million and over $1,000 a square foot. But the square foot price has dropped about 3% since last year. But the average days on market has gone from 69 days to 46 days, and homes are selling faster. Because of the higher price point, it's generally longer that a house will sit on the market. In Westchester, we've seen similar activity. But homes are selling very quick in Westchester right now. They've increased 12% with the median price at $912,000, and the average square foot price has jumped a staggering 16%, up to $597. That's a huge increase. While the days on market have drastically dropped from 48 days now to 27 days. So homes are going very quickly and they're selling for more than they did last year. That's the quarter 3 update for the Los Angeles real estate market. I'm Robert Crawford. Find me and try to